So, I appreciate that. I appreciate that telling us. But you guys on good terms, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Where did Lil Scrappy come in?
What you mean?
Where did that relationship between you and him start, manifest?
Shit, that was in 1999 too. This shit be old. Let me dig in my brain.
They acting like this nigga. They do the same shit.
I don't act like nobody. I act like my goddamn self.
Pardon me. I just saw that corny shit as well on that side. He had to go on his brain because he forgot. But let's see if you remember.
Like I said, I don't know nothing about nothing. I know about my brain.
88.
It was 1988.
98, she was 10, so 11.
I was born 88. Let me stop capping.
I can see that. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't remember how it got started. But yeah, we did have a relationship back in the day when I was in Crime Mob.
When you first started Crime Mob?
When I first started. Mm-hmm. While it started, when it first started.
So why you was with that other guy too?
No, I had broke up with him.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And so you saw, but you probably didn't watch it. You know, you saw a little bit of it.
I heard.
You heard about it,
mm-hmm.
right? So I just want to take my time because I don't want to be disrespectful to him. I like him. I like you. So I want to take my time and be respectful to both parties while being disrespectful.
You can't be disrespectful about some stuff that happened 20 years ago.
No, it's just, yeah.
So just say what you got to say.
Don't rush me. I like to ease it in.
Take your time then, nigga.
That nigga, he gave me a new line. Oh, I said that speech and I became that nigga. Thank you.
No more little daddy.
I said take your time then, nigga.
Oh, people be that nigga. I said, so, oh man, the OG came. Oh Lord.
Yes.
Take a seat.
My backup came in the building.
Stop hitting that camera. Look, you got a camera above you. Take a seat.
Listen, stop trying to act like you don't know what it is.
I do.
Okay.
Period.
Don't get turned up on him. Remember, you got beef with me already from. Okay. So, it wasn't always bad. Put your phone down when I talk. I'll let you finish.
You taking too long.
I'll let you finish. It wasn't always bad, was it? You know, like, do you remember having good times with said person? Do you remember, like, it being positive times? Because when I asked him on this show, you know, he doesn't remember. To me, in my personal opinion, about people reaching out to me, because people reached out to me after that. A lot of people pertaining to your relationship.
What? From something 20 years ago? What'd they say? What's the tea, honey?
They didn't say nothing bad. It was just like, you know, like, it was something deep with y'all, and Scrappy was hurt by it. Like, you know, that's what they were saying. I don't know if it's true. He didn't really. He just said it was a negative place for him. That's what he stated.
He said that was his first time he was heartbroken, right? Or did he say that, or we read it?
You said that that was his first time getting his heart broken.
Yeah.
Well, I remember, and it's old, but when something happened and it happened the way that it happened, it's easy to remember. So basically,
was there any good times? I'll answer that question first.
Yes, there were good times. We were not together when I stepped out with a certain person. It's probably what y'all talking about. When I moved on with another person 20 years ago. When I stepped out with Soulja Boy, me and Scrappy were not together. We were still staying in the same house, but he was doing his own thing, messing with other people. We were not together. So I cleared that up 20 years ago.
You did?
When he tried to play the victim. It's no beef. I have no feelings. It's nothing. It's old. But if you want to talk about a timeline in which, in fact, the way that it actually happened, that's the way that it happened.
What went wrong with y'all? What messed up? Why it couldn't be like? Why were you guys living in the same house and not messing with each other?
I felt like it was more of a competition. I started to become more popular. Like, I'm submissive. I don't mind playing the back seat. I believe in following my man. That's how I was raised. I'm not going to lose my identity and who I am, but the man is the head. So when it was about him, just like anybody, if I date somebody that's in the industry now, if I come to their set, I'm going to be the girlfriend. I'm not going to try to overdo it and be the artist. It's about my significant other. And then things kind of start being more about me and more about Diamond and not being the girlfriend. And I start to kind of see a lot of issues. And then the mom was, of course, an issue as well. But once again, this was 20 years ago. I really don't care about it. But since you're asking me and we're talking about the truth and the way that it happened, that's how it happened.
Why do people say the mom? How can the mom be an issue? Now, when the mom is an issue, is it because the son
Confides
and listens to the mom, where it's like, because sometimes that.
Well, it's okay to confide in a mom because it's a lot of cool boy moms. Mm-hmm. But you got to know how to, I guess, right is right, wrong is wrong, or know when to not get in it and just allow people to have their own privacy. Though my son is 4, I can imagine if he has a situation, as long as he's not hurting somebody or somebody not hurting him, I'm going to get the best advice. But if you choose to mess with this situation, you're going to mess with it until you're done with messing with it. You know, I think a lot of times in relationships, people, we generally mess up if there are bad days with our significant other and we confide in family members. Then you back with that person again. So now you done got the whole family mad, but you didn't forgave the person. You back with the person. You should have never even told the family. You know, so just kind of sometimes those things like that probably could have maybe initiated some of the past things in the past.
How long y'all was together for?
I can't remember. I really can't remember. Why don't you Google it? Let's Google it. We actually can look it up online.
I'm good.
Okay.
So yeah, it's none of my business. So
you stupid.
So you know, he shout. I like Scrappy.
That's right.
I like him a lot. He credited you for being the first person to break his heart.
Did he say that?
G Money saw that somewhere, and I'm jacking that. That's what I'm saying.
That's cute.
I thank you. I get told I'm cute a lot.
Oh my God.
So being a heartbreaker, because I can see.
I'm not a heartbreaker.
I can see. Let me just say this.
I'm not a heartbreaker.
Your mannerisms, your way you move and talk. I can see why a man would like you. If you're advanced as me, I can see why a man could fall for you. I can see the little. But you're not that fast, so I have to slow you down because I'm advanced. You know, I'm on a different level.
Well, in order for you to slow me down, I'm gonna need for you to talk faster. Because you're talking too slow.
No. So what I'm saying is that, do you things started to get bad because, like you said, it was about Diamond. Now, because initially, I had to read these things because now I can see what you're talking about as far as things moving. And he also said it was a time when he was in a house where things wasn't going his way, where he was in a bad space. He also said that, and that's why he was mad at John and different stuff. He stated that. When it came to you, he said he doesn't remember anything because it was a bad time for him. And then I brought up
But he can remember the stuff that happened with John.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And I brought up Soulja Boy, and he stated that he was never really mad at Soulja Boy. It was not Soulja Boy.
You just felt embarrassed. The thing about it is we were already broke up in real life. But I just so happened to step out with somebody who was more famous and had more going on than you. So when I stepped out, it got highlighted versus you stepping out with somebody that didn't have more going on than me and was a better bitch than me. So that's the true tea. I have no reason to lie. But once again, this was 20 years ago.
No, don't say stuff like that. What you mean bad bitch? You don't be judging people how they look. We don't know.
I'm sorry if when you stepped out, it didn't get documented, and when I stepped out, it got documented.
I can't confirm or deny that.
That has nothing to do with me. I'm sorry.
I can't confirm or deny the beauty of the person. So let's state that because she may have been bad to him.
What I will say is she could have been a bad bitch, but if you didn't get photographed when you stepped out, and I got photographed when I stepped out, that ain't got nothing to do with me. But the reality of it is we were broke up. I don't roll like that.
Respect.
If I'm with somebody, I'm with them. I'm loyal to a fucking fault.
But you still was in the house though, Diamond. Can you
Absolutely.
see how somebody in retrospect, seeing that you've grown and stuff, can you see how I can see how this person got mad?
No, because if we're in the same house and it's known that we're not together until you can figure out what you're gonna do to move somewhere else and I move somewhere else, if you're already out there sleeping with other people and dating other people, if you come home and I'm not home, or I come home and you're not there, we hardly seeing each other. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. Now, once again, I'm sorry if you were embarrassed because the rest of the world didn't know what we had already established behind closed doors. That don't got nothing to do with me. That's not up to me to update the world.
So it looked like you was cheating to the public eye. It looked like you went out and cheated on him.
I don't know what it looked like.
But you was just doing you.
I don't know what it looked like. I know what it was. So what's up?
Please don't sit like that again. And
you're not finna tell me how to cross my legs.
No, I like the way you cross your legs, but it's like a statement. You're not dropping the mic on me. We're gonna pick the mic back up. All right.
I can't even respond to that.
So nigga drop the mic and pause. Now you ain't doing that. Okay, so because that you said you folded your legs at a proper statement, a shutdown statement. So now I must continue. I want to ask a question because he would. Did you guys really? Because why?
Why are we spending so much time on this person?
No. We're gonna move on.
Please.
But why can you guys not see each other and be cool? That's what I want to know. Why can't it be like?
What's your definition of cool?
Because I'm just saying he stated.
What's your definition of cool?
What's up? How you doing and stuff? Why cannot there not be a conversation? Why is there so much animosity if you both are aware that these are years that passed? What was the hurt? Like what?
What is there for me to say? If I'm gonna get paid for something, then yeah, that's with anybody. You don't even see me hanging out. If you see me out with somebody, either I fuck with them or I'm getting paid. Other than that, I'm home doing my thing with my child. That's just how I roll. I do my job and I go home. So outside of this person that we talking about, you don't see me hanging out unless I'm getting paid or I fuck with them. You go Google it. Go look at my page.
But you're not answering. You didn't answer the question, Diamond.
That's what I said. What is cool? You said hey and bye, and I said.
But why? You
okay, let me say this. Let me say this.
Let
me say this. We have been in the same vicinity. We've had shows together. Like it's been so huge within these last year and a half. Like the old Atlanta thing where it's like John, Yin Yang, Young Blood, like everybody from Atlanta. So yeah, I mean we can definitely coexist, but we not. What are we gonna say hey to each other for? For what? We can say hey, but for what? Why would we say hey to each other?
Why not? Did y'all have that ending conversation, that breakup conversation? Why is there still pain there?
There's no pain
on his side then.
I don't know. You gotta ask him.
On
He
your
gotta
side,
he gotta talk to God about that. Ain't no pain.
Let's move on. I just think it's cool. You cool, like you smooth. I like that. I don't want to use your word. She's a nice lady.
All right.
I asked a nigga the same thing. Am I being biased? No. People gonna say Flip you biased. Am I being biased?
I don't dance around questions. When you ask me, I'm a straight shooter.
And you are straight shooting, but you didn't straight shoot there.
What was the question?
If you was shooting at me, you missed 5 times.
What was the question?
you need 007 gun.
I'm sorry that you didn't like the answer.
James Bond, is that you?
You said
golden gun,
why we don't speak. What the fuck we supposed to be speaking about? If it ain't about money, I ain't talking to nobody. So what we talking about?
Cut the bullshit out. You just spoke to the nigga that got married. You cool with the nigga that got married, yes?
Huh?
The nigga you love, you cool with that nigga, right?
That's from
Who the fuck you talking to, nigga?
1988, nigga.
This is that nigga you called me.
88.
This is that nigga, aka LD, nigga. I don't want to say it. LD sound crazy. LD sound crazy. But
you know, I think it's interesting. I mean, even to still get that, for him to get those questions of me every once in a blue moon for something that happened so long ago, I think it's kind of funny. Because obviously we've definitely moved on, both of us. I think it's funny. I mean, but it's no beef.
Respect.
It's no nothing. But that's my truth and how you asked me how those events took place. And that's just what it is.
Did Mona come to you guys about doing Love and Hip Hop with you and him?
Yeah, she did.
And he stated that you guys both said no.
She came to me separately first. But once she told me that he would be on there, Mama D would be on there, his baby mom would be on there, I declined.
You had issues with baby mom back in the day or something?
Did we back in the day, yeah, we had issues. I don't have no issue with her now, but yeah, of course.
Back in the day, and I like how you clarify that. You see, very good.
Back in the day, yeah, come on now.
But you said no. Oh, fuck that. Hold on.
Keep going, guys.
Sorry, lady. I like these. My new managers.
It's my new managers.
You said no.
Big Queens.
No what?
You didn't want to do Love and Hip Hop with that. You didn't want to.
Only because I knew once I found out that all of them would be on there. And we had just broke up. It was so fresh. And I was still healing. Nah, I was good. Anything else?
Last thing I'm going to say about that, I'm going to move on. I promise.
You promise?
Promise.
You promise?
Promise.
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 Okay.
I read something where he said that you were, I think he said in the interview, you were young at the time. And you had to live your life. Like, don't play my man like that. Don't laugh at my man like that. Don't laugh at my man like that. Don't laugh at my man like that. Don't do that. Don't laugh at him.
I thought you just said we can't drop the mic in here.
Oh, shit, she good. Don't laugh at my man like that. He said you were young at the time and you had to live your life. You were young. He understand now. Can you admit that, you know what, Flip, I was young. I wasn't ready.
I wasn't trying to. First of all, I was being a whole stepmother. I'm paying bills, more bills than I should be paying a lot of stuff I should be paying for a lot of people. Of course. I don't have no kids, all these responsibilities. I need to be focused on my career. Absolutely.
So somebody was in your ear and had to remind you because you was in it already?
No.
But you was in it, and when you found out?
It was stressful. You're not going to be stressing me out and cheating and competing with me and all these other things that I'm not going to even bring up. that happened 20 years ago. I did my time and I'm out. I did my bid and I'm out.
Respect. I'm gonna walk in my word.
Oh,
Thank
man. So
Okay.
let's go. Let's go back in the timeline. Let's go
I think
back.
it's funny. I think it's funny though.
So-
It's all fun and games. Like
so,
it's funny.
Crime Mob. You guys obviously got the single out, Knuckle V Buck. What happens next now after that?
Well, I have my EP that's out called Slim Thick. That's on all streaming platforms. I like this project because it really brings me back to.
Hold on, now my fault. I mean, let me clarify.
I love her. She's just
Yeah.
she's
We
just
gon-
so in studio. Like she's media trained.
She ready.
Right.
She ready.
Good job. But no, we from Queens, so we know how to read media.
But you know what?
shit.
That's
It's not-
rude because you're supposed to let me answer my question the way I want to answer the question.
But
But if you want to come back and ask me something about Crime Mob again, that's fine. But as I was saying, my new EP, Slim Thick, is out on all platforms right now.
You want to promote the new show too? Are you
Yes. I have a new show called The Pull Up, right? And it's a great platform. It's like The View or The Real meets 106 in Park. It's based in Atlanta, Georgia. Shouts out to Show, Biz, my business partner. Shouts out to Shantae and Mimi, Quiet Giants Entertainment. Shantae and Mimi, my co-host. But it's a real good platform for established artists and up-and-coming artists where you can sit down, hash out, shoot the shit, and get on stage and really show your talent to the world. Man, what I will say is the first episode is with my big sis, Tawanda Braxton. Are you guys familiar with the Braxtons? Mm-hmm. She's full of energy. I love her. And I think it's dope for a lot of people to get a chance to see who she is as an individual. I don't know how much of you guys know about the Braxtons, but just, we know who Tony is. We know who Tamar is. We know who Trina is. And I feel like we're in the era of Tawanda, like her evolving, her being the face of the Braxtons. We also have a skincare line. The lady who is the person that's actually our partner that actually makes the products. We are in kind of like a sorority, I would say, because I'm always around her. But I have my own skincare line, and I know I'm plugging my stuff, but that's what I'm supposed to do. It's called diamondglowskin.com. And I have a bar soap. I have a night serum, a day serum, a sunscreen. Yeah. And it's for men and women. But yeah, I really learned a lot from her. She's so busy, like her business, she's so busy savvy. Like, and then she has a hidden talent, but I don't want to give it away because you have to just watch the show to see it.
Yeah,
But if you want to come on there and pop your shit, if you want to sing or rap, or you got some artists,
okay.
I think it's really needed for Atlanta. We've been holding the torch for a while now. So,
what you trying to say?
I'm just saying, why not have something in Atlanta?
I mean, New York started this
Absolutely.
music thing. Just
Absolutely.
throwing it out
Absolutely. Absolutely. New York started this shit. My family
Love
from
and Hip Hop
New York.
New York was first.
Absolutely. Pop your shit. But Atlanta. And then he puts the chapstick on. Oh my God. But yeah, Atlanta, we need that.
Of course you do.
Atlanta, we need that. We need that. And I feel good from the aspect of just being a female, once again, era women, and being from Atlanta to be able to have that platform to give back to people. Like I stated before, it's been other people who was like, oh, embracing me as, oh, I love you, little sis, when I was little sis. And as I started getting older and started becoming bigger, not gonna say a lot, but certain people didn't want to pour into me. And I think it's important to pour into, up and coming artists or, whoever. But going back to your question about Crime Mob, the latest project that was under the Crime Mob umbrella was an album called Vagina Power that me and Princess did. Shouts out to Solange because she allowed us in 2019 to appear on her album, and she had us to come out and perform at her Met Gala, and we vibed with her, and it was a great experience. And then I think 2019 was Crime Ops, our 15-year anniversary. So we had a whole run of just so many, which we still do shows. I got shows coming up this year, but it was so, I want to say it was powerful. It was emotional for all of us because so much time has gone by. It's such a blessing to still literally go to a club, any club, and still have a record that you created 15 plus years ago and still get that same energy, you know? And just seeing, you know, a lot of those artists that, for me, that we've come up with in that era, that I'm not going to say they're not putting in work, but they're maybe not as out there on the mainstream. So for me, it was kind of like one of those real, like, surreal moments, like, wow, like, a lot of these people that I started with are not in a lot of these same rooms that I'm going in now. Not saying that they're not putting in work,